So it is no secret that many people are still worried about Social Security. Well, just the other day, I started to get a lot of emails and comments. Everybody was asking about this 50% cut to Social Security. And I was thinking, what are they talking about? Well, today, I'm going to address what that 50% cut is and why some are saying that this was supposed to be a good thing. So, stick around for this entire video. I'll explain everything that's going on regarding Social Security. All I ask is if you can spend just 2 seconds, go ahead and hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's begin. So, regarding a 50% cut, where is that coming from? Is that Republicans pushing for a full retirement age that is higher than what it is now? No. Is it Democrats pushing for changes that really can't happen, and so we will see a 22% cut to benefits in the next 10 years? No, it's not that either. What many people are referring to is the cost of living adjustment. The cost of living adjustment for 2023, this year, is 8.7%. That is the highest cost of living adjustment in 30 years? And now we're going to go from an 8.7% cost of living adjustment to potentially a 3.1% cost of living adjustment. That is where some are saying you are going to get a 50% cut to your cost of living adjustments. Now, I want you to keep that in mind, because the reason why many people are saying this was supposed to be a good thing is because the cost of living adjustment is reflected based off of inflation for the third quarter of the previous year. So in 2024, it would be the third quarter of 2023. Okay, was that July, August, and September? Okay, those 3 months, those are the months that matter. So we already are pretty much through July. We do have a report for July as well, right? We got 3% inflation, so that is causing the Social Security cost of living adjustment to come down. Now, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to get the next CPI report, the next inflation report. And there's a good chance that's going to come down to probably 2.5%, maybe right around there, maybe a little bit higher. But it's also going to bring down the cost of living adjustment. And so as we get through, July, August, and September, we're going to have these updates. Okay? Now, here's what I can tell you. Right now, and this is where things get, people get very upset. Right now, the 8.7% was the largest increase we've had in 3 or 4 decades. Now we're going to go to 3.1% cost of living adjustment. It is going to hurt. One reason why it's going to hurt is because millions and millions of Americans who rely on Social Security also rely on a decent cost of living adjustment in order to help them get through the next year, but also to make up for what they lost over the previous year. Get this, okay? In a report that was done recently by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, they are saying that between January 2000 and February 2023, Social Security benefits, they increased by 78%, okay? And that averages about 3.4% per year. Now, food, okay, we'll just go with food, utilities, and other goods and services. They increased by 141%, which averages 6.2% annually. So right there, we are not seeing the cost of living adjustment is not indexed, or is not we'll just go again. The problem is inflation and the cost of living adjustment are supposed to go hand in hand. They don't. The cost of living adjustment is not indexed to inflation. No, we're seeing that the cost of living adjustment is always smaller. That's a problem. So even though we are already expecting a 3.1% cost of living adjustment for 2024, And again, it could be less, it could be higher, but even though we're already expecting a 3.1% cost of living adjustment, some are worried that inflation is going to be higher, which the cost of living adjustment should be higher, but it won't be. Okay? It will not be. Here's the other issue. The majority of people that get Social Security, they are receiving Social Security, but they also have their base income for their benefits is like $40,000, somewhere around there. And so those people, and that's the bulk of people that receive benefits, those are the people that get the smallest amount smallest increase for their cost of living adjustment. Okay, because they get the least amount. But then people that get $41,000 to $45,000, they get a lot more. Okay, that is another problem, that the majority of the benefits, or the biggest increases, are going to those that actually don't really need it. The ones that absolutely need it don't get it because their benefits are already so much smaller. Now, here's what I want to leave you with. Right now, there's a lot of discussions regarding Social Security. Are we going to see an increase? Are we going to get a $200 per month boost? Is President Biden going to come out and promise or provide that promise that he made, that $2,400 per year? Again, $200 per month and $2,400 per year, those are actually two different things. There are certain lawmakers that are proposing $2,400 per year. There's others that are proposing $200 per month. Again, it's the same thing, but they're different proposals. And then President Biden's promise when he was campaigning for president of $200 per month. These things are still being worked on, but in my opinion, I don't think they're going to go anywhere. Now, today, we have the Federal Reserve coming out. They're going to let us know if they're raising rates. The expectation is they're going to raise rates by at least 25 basis points. If they raise rates by 25 basis points, there's a very good chance that we see inflation over the next couple of months go down even more. If it does, that is going to bring the cost of living adjustment from 3.1% down to probably 2.5 to 2.7%. If that happens, a lot of people are really going to struggle in 2024 simply because their cost of living adjustment was much smaller than what they were expecting. But again, this 50% cut was supposed to be good news, because if inflation comes down, that means the American people that are collecting Social Security, they do have more money at their disposal. When in reality, no. They've been using all that money over the past year, and they've been struggling just to get by. Some are even rationing food and rationing medications just to make it. So, as soon as we get more information as to what is going on regarding Social Security, how this could potentially impact you and your wallet, I promise I will be here every step of the way. I will fill you in on all the latest news and updates. All you gotta do is do two things. First, hit that like button, and then click that subscribe button so you never miss an update. And I'll see you guys on the next one.